he drops that.
Bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome, another episode. Reckless Thoughts, it's your boy KG here. And I'm really happy to do this one because you know what? We have to talk about Liverpool. We have to talk about the demise of Liverpool. Did Man United bury the hyena at Liverpool? You know that hyena been linked with Pogba and that? Did we bury the hyena? Because right now, this is hyena form. I'm hearing that these guys have never lost six. They've lost 6 out of the last 7 games. 6 out of the last 7 games is a crisis. That is a super crisis. I don't care if it was Carabao, this, that, and the other. You know, obviously, we didn't, when we was losing to Grimsby and that, like, it was a mad thing, you know, like, and the numbers just was totting up. And we started to talk about the worst record since World War II. Well, this is the worst record before World War II. Liverpool had never been this bad. And you know what? It couldn't happen to a better club, to be honest. It couldn't happen to a greater team. I feel Liverpool, there was a lot of confidence. And we've seen it. You know, every team has done it. Real Madrid did the Galacticos thing, wasn't the best thing for them. PSG went their own Galactico route. Wasn't good for them. Man United, case in point, when we just tried to sign everyone. You know when you started to bring players in without a real... I would say without a real strategy, it's just you're good, you cost a lot of money, buy him. And that's how we kind of operated, and Liverpool have done the same, and it's hurt them. You know, 6 losses out of 7 doesn't even sound right. That sounds like me when I'm playing KG versus the world, you know, when me on EAFC, and people say that I need to stop playing that game, I need to be sacked, you know. But then Slot, you're hearing the Liverpool fans. I think it's just joyous to hear because, you know, a lot of fan base get cussed for how they treat their manager. But it's easy treating someone, it's easy saying these guys are great fans when you're doing well. We're going to learn about a team when you're struggling. You know, I don't think now, with the way Liverpool fans are acting, they couldn't have managed the Amarin 15th. They couldn't handle Amarin 15th. These guys are still up there. They're still up there, up in the league. And they're complaining, want the manager out. And they just won the league with that same manager. But listen, Slot, you're like, it's running thin because you got some tough games, buddy. Man City, Aston Villa, Real Madrid. Who knows how many games you win there? You know, the Trent derby is going to be interesting, especially because the fact they acted as if they didn't want Trent. And now they're starting to realize, wait, maybe you missed Trent, you know? I think it's deeper, like obviously, like I would say condolences, obviously, because obviously the Jota situation, that's a massive situation, but I think there's something else going on. It's poor management, really. Poor management. You're seeing Szoboszlai play everywhere but his position. Is he a right back? Is he a midfielder? Only Slot knows. You know, you got Frimpong that's just jumped in and he's suffering to get confidence and feel good. And then after you play the youngsters and the youngsters, Rio, what happened to that kid? They before was acting as if that kid was the new copy. Really, was acting as if that kid was the new main guy to, you know, jump on the scene. And all I've seen is this manager, like, misuse talent like that. I remember seeing him in a game where they needed a goal and they went to Rio, and you're like, mate, you've got no control of this game. Why do that? The main thing is, look, this Crystal Palace game, yeah, Crystal Palace singing, can we play every week? I think that's a problem. Honestly, that's a big problem. Crystal Palace wanting to play every week is crazy because, you know, sometimes the games are not easy in the Premier League, but they're asking for the champions. Lets you know Sarr done what he had to do, but the nuts and bolts of this thing is, I don't know if Slot's on borrowed time because I thought Liverpool fans were gonna, you know, you never walk alone in that and stand with him, but they want him to be alone on a flight back to Amsterdam. That's what they're asking for. They're saying, look, if they don't get nothing in the game against Villa, they're done. That's, you know, I was listening to Don Hussam. He's saying, look, Villa's the day. You know, a lot of it's one game, and you know what? Like, just being a Man United fan and watching this, I remember when what can one game tell you? You know, that was the vibes of wait, you're gonna leave, one game's gonna decide where this thing's going. Dangerous position to be in. You know, to be honest, I find all of this hilarious, you know, and I think even the media are really struggling to find ways to defend this side. I think they can't do it anymore. I think they're at a point now where it's like, you know what, this is on the manager. He spent more money and we're worse, and it doesn't make any sense. That's what you're hearing the Liverpool fans say, and I can't wait for the weekend fixtures. Purely on, I want to see what they do. Like, I honestly thought they will go in and win this game, and Slot just decided, you know what, let's risk the kids. And I don't understand why. Yes, it's the Carabao Cup, but confidence is confidence, and his team needs it. I remember when Amram was struggling for a win, he wasn't playing weaker teams. He's trying to work out who I can trust. And what did he learn about his squad going with such a young team? This is where you now have to look at Slot and say, hey man, like, yes, your first season was amazing, but how much of it was him, or how much of it was the Klopp DNA? And we've seen it many, many times with many different managers. You jump in, you take over a team. Yes, they stay the same, but the DNA of they're well drilled. They're Klopp for years. I expect the DNA to be there. You saw it with let's say, you saw it with Chelsea. The DNA's there. You saw it with all sorts of managers where you say, well, look, this is a Jose type thing. Oh, we have to go on that. Can the whole family go on that? Oh, we have to go on that, books. Or we're gonna go on the banana one. Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, are you mid?
Yeah, I'm mid video, but you know, ADHD in it. I just concentration.
Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah, definitely. But back to it, man. Before I finish this video, look, Slot struggling. If you're happy about that and you like support another team, you're just like a hater, hit the like button. Do you know what I mean? Hit the like button. You know, if you're a Liverpool fan and you want to win your game on the weekend, I suggest you hit the like button as well. You know, it can help everyone. I'm so happy about this. And look, this is the media darlings. Liverpool are the media darlings, and right now the darlings are moving like that one butters girl. Dead thing. No one wants your number. You bought everything, yeah? But at what cost? Yeah? You bought in everyone. But how has that served you? You know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Slot is losing his mind. He's saying dumb things in the media. Yo, show me a man. I want to hear how that man sounds when he's losing. That's when you see the making of that man. And right now, that man is crumbling. See you lot later. Have a nice one. I'm out. Peace.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.